Thank you very much for coming out and supporting our school and supporting our students. I want to begin by giving special thanks to people that are here with us today and supporting us. Special thank you to Mr. Tony Barrera, City Council member. And special thank you to Sonia Jaramillo, who's representing County Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Nancy Kataski. Also, special thank you to our school board members, Ms. Laila Khan, President, Mr. Philip Tavera, Vice President, and Ms. Margaret Cerna Bonetti. Thank you very much for coming out and supporting us. At this time, I want to mention a couple of things that we have been able to accomplish here at El Salsal. I want to share how proud we are of our school and of our students. This year, El Salsal was able to meet both the API and AYP requirements. This was only possible through the hard work of our teachers, staff, and students. This year, we have worked as hard, if not more, to meet the requirements that keep moving up so that we can meet the API and the AYP. We are also very proud in achieving a high recognition this school year. We are the only school in the Monterey, Santa Cruz, and San Benito counties to have earned the status of National Avid Demonstration School. However, our continued growth will be very much in jeopardy if all the budgets take place. We are really not certain what to expect for the next school year. We can only hope for the best, and we ask all of our representatives to continue supporting our children and to make education a true priority, because our children are our future, and their future needs all of your support. Thank you very much. At this time, I want to introduce Ms. Gloria Camacho, who is one of our parents. She's a parent of one of our 8th grade students. Ms. Gloria Camacho, please.
Buenos días a todos los presentes. Las madres de familia estamos preocupadas por los recortes que se quieren llevar a cabo en la educación. Es muy importante que sigamos apoyando el presupuesto educacional para que los programas sigan vigentes, ya que estos mejoran la educación académica de nuestros hijos. Por lo anterior, solicitamos al gobernador que analice muy profundamente las decisiones que toma sobre lo más importante, que es la educación de nuestros hijos. Invitamos a todos los padres de familia para que se unan y apoyen, ¿verdad?, para que no haya estos recortes y los programas sigan vigentes. Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Muchas gracias. At this time, I would like to introduce Mariana Vares, 8th grade student, and Eduardo Lopez, 8th grade student.
My family consists of educators. My brothers are counselors, my sister's a teacher, and we used to talk about student learning at the dinner table. Now we talk about the negative effects of the budget cuts. This next school year, we will be faced with the loss of $4 billion, and class sizes will be increased by 25%. Not only will class sizes be increased, but more than 50,000 teachers and staff will be laid off due to the budget cuts. The governor said this would be a year of education, and if this budget cut passes, I don't think it will be.
This budget cut is affecting me in a negative way. I'm afraid that if this happens, our school it won't work out. If we don't have enough money to get our supervisors here to supervise us, our school it won't be safe. We won't feel okay. And we want all our classes, we want our electives, because we want an idea of what we could do in the future. It's our different career paths, and if we don't have that opportunity, I don't know what we will do. We are the future, we are the next leaders, and we need you to invest in us, not to take it away from us. We want to reach our goals.
Thank you. I would like to introduce Ms. Aurelia Dominguez. She is one of our teachers. She's an avid teacher here at El Sausal. Ms. Dominguez.
It is a real tragedy when we have to have these type of forums to defend education, which should be a basic right for all students in California. As teachers and students, we see the direct impact of the cuts that are going to be happening in California. First of all, we will see an increase in our class sizes, and it is really hard to teach a class of 40 students and give them all the individual attention that they require. The students that need the extra help end up falling behind, and we don't have the funds to give them extra tutoring programs. In addition, we are still expected to achieve high test scores without the adequate resources. So I do beg for all the community to rally around us and understand that California and these students are the future, and we truly, truly need to invest in them to have a successful society.
Thank you. Please welcome Ms. Liz Sanchez. She is our community liaison here at El Sausal, and Ms. Cindy Zector.
Welcome, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for being here. I'm here to share with you how sad I am to hear about these cats. This is damaging a lot of the programs before and after school. And this is a shame to everybody. My kids, they came to this school having a good grades, and now my grandkids are attending this school, so I'm asking everybody to support us in education. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Cindy Zecker, and I am the area director for the California School Employees Association. I am also an office manager at a school in Alameda where we're looking at a $4.7 million budget cut. School employees like myself provide essential services for students, teachers, and administrators. We take care of campus safety, cleaning, attendance records, transportation, medication schedules, one-on-one tutoring, and other vital services that go into providing a high-quality education. A state budget cut of $4.8 billion is equivalent to cutting more than 137,000 school bus drivers, custodians, instructional paraeducators, food service workers, school clerks, maintenance workers, security officers, and other vital school staff. School employees have always been willing to make sacrifices for our students, but these cuts will permanently hurt our schools and our students. I don't think any parents in our community want our teachers worrying about what to do if the faucets are leaking or the lights won't come on. We are the ones who make sure students are safe, well-fed, comfortable, and accounted for. We are the eyes and ears of the school campus, the watchful adults, allowing teachers to concentrate on teaching. Cuts of the magnitude the governor is proposing for next year will deeply affect our schools. This is why we are hopeful that the legislature will reject the governor's proposed education budget cuts and uphold Proposition 98, the school funding guarantee. Voters passed Proposition 98 almost 20 years ago to ensure our students and schools get at least a minimum funding level from year to year. And the people reaffirmed their support for this important law during the 2005 special election. Now the governor needs to really listen to the people. Our children must always be our first priority. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please welcome Mr. Roger Anton, who is our superintendent.
Thank you, Mr. Herrera. As said earlier, it's unfortunate to meet this way, but it is nice to meet in front of El Sausal Middle School. This is a school that in 9 years has grown 255 API points. It has never not met a target, but yet it is still struggling to get out of program improvement, needs all the help it can get to provide students with the opportunity. All of the schools in the Salinas Union High School District have shown continual growth, and I will have for release later a chart that shows the growth of every school in this district, 4 high schools, 4 middle schools, over the last 9 years. Progress is being made. Students are learning. Today, it's about the focus. In our district, we call it the focus on the focus, and the focus is students. It has to be students. It's about learning. It's about teacher collaboration. It's about results. With that kind of growth, however, this district is facing more than $2 million in reductions. $2 million less next year than we have this year. It will reach close to 10% cuts without any COLA, without any extra growth for next year in addition to that. But that's $2 million next year to deal with more students than we had this year. That cannot happen. We have to maintain Proposition 98 that ensures that education gets not only its fair share, but the share that really is the future of California. We cannot continue to be 46 out of 50 states in funding education. We pay today for education, or we pay tomorrow for prisons. I vote for education. So the message to the governor would be, don't cut funds to education, because if you do, you cut student hope, you cut students' future, you cut students' dreams. Don't make those kinds of cuts. And we encourage the support and need the support of everybody in California to send the message to the governor that says, do not cut education, do not cut our kids out of their future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Anton. I would like to welcome our Assembly member, Ana Caballero, who is our immediate representative and is also a great supporter of education for all of our students. Ms. Caballero.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to El Sasal. Quiero agradecer a los padres y a los estudiantes por estar aquí con nosotros. I am thanking the parents and the students for being here this morning because today is an important day. Today is the day that we send the message that we are here in support of education, we're here in support of our students, and we're here in support of all of the individuals that make it possible for our students to be successful. You see them here today, school board members, the superintendent, the parents, the classified, the teachers. All of them make it possible for our students to be successful. And for the governor to recommend $4.8 billion come out of our educational system means it will have a devastating impact. We expect our students to do the best that they can. We ask them to work hard and to study and to be consistently here every day. And for us to take away the resources to help make them successful is unconscionable. And I'm here today, although I'm scheduled to be in Sacramento, I'm here today at El Sasal because this school is a prime example of what we're capable. When you ask students to achieve, they do. And when you ask them to work hard, they do. But they can't do it if their class sizes are too large, if they don't have the staff here necessary to make them, to help them to be successful. We can't ask them to do their best if we don't give them the resources. And so I'm here today, along with our wise senator, to show our support for education and to send the message that we are here to make sure that our schools are fully funded, that they have the resources they need to be able to be successful, and to tell the students that they really are our most important resource. The future of our state depends on their success. The future of our economy depends on their success. And these families are here in support of that future. So I want to thank you for carrying the message out to the public that we are here in support of our students, that we do not support the budget cuts to education, and that we will do everything we can in Sacramento to ensure that the budget does not reflect, that the budget reflects the goals and the vision that we have for the state of California. The budget reflects the vision that the voters have in supporting Proposition 98. We're here in support of our students. So thank you very much for carrying that message out to the public.
Thank you, Ms. Caballero. Please welcome Senator Gloria Romero. She's the highest ranking senator, woman senator, and the highest ranking Latina in California politics. She's also a teacher with a PhD in psychology and a friend of education. Ms. Romero?
Good morning, buenos días. Yo soy senadora Gloria Romero y yo soy del este de Los Ángeles, senadora del este de Los Ángeles. Pero no importa si nosotros somos del este de Los Ángeles o aquí de Salinas, porque la realidad es que las ideas del gobernador va a destruir educación, las escuelas en todas partes de California. It doesn't matter. I'm from East Los Angeles, but it does not matter if we go to school or are from East Los Angeles or here in Salinas. The proposal from the governor to cut $5 billion from our education budget is going to destroy all of public education in California. I noticed in this morning's the Salinas Californian, you look at the front page of this newspaper, which I read when I got here to Salinas. Here on the front page, this is the story that is going to be told throughout every city in California. School may be shuttered. This is a different school district, but up and down the Golden State, we are seeing and reading these kinds of stories that our schools are being closed, our teachers are being laid off. In Los Angeles, for example, with the cuts that have been proposed, it may be 22 schools that may be shutting down. In the state, 14,000 teachers laid off. And we're talking about the future of our children. You heard from the student representatives. You heard from the parents. The reason why we are going up and down the state talking about the impact of these cuts is because we know that education is the civil rights issue of our time. Hay más de 6 millones de estudiantes en California y casi la mitad son latinos. Va a destruir el futuro de todos nosotros y de nuestra comunidad también. There are more than 6 million students in California. Almost half are Latino children. In this area, we know the significance of migrant students, children who believe in the American dream and want to find their place in the classroom. We cannot allow the cuts and the inaction from the legislature to destroy the future and the dreams, the American dreams of these students. So we are very proudly here in support and standing alongside your leader in Sacramento, Assemblywoman Caballero, your elected representatives, the students, the parents, the principal, the superintendent, to send a strong message to the governor. Change your mind. This is the year of education. We are 46th in the nation right now. We do not want to go further into the basement. You know, earlier this year, there was a vote in Sacramento. Some of my colleagues, Republican colleagues actually, voted to defend a tax loophole that would allow the very rich who buy fancy boats, the yachts. They refused to close the loophole on that. We want them to explain, well, then how do you defend that loophole and yet turn around and say, we will make the children pay so that the rich boat owners don't have to pay their fair share of these budget cuts. Thank you so much for your leadership at this school. We are not going to sacrifice the future. We call upon the governor and every member of this legislature, Republican and Democrat, to stand up for the fight for education. It is, as I've said, the American dream, the great equalizer, and well worth the fight. Muchísimas gracias. Es un honor estar aquí con ustedes hoy día. Gracias.
Thank you. Before we close, I want to thank our parents and our students for being here supporting us. Les quiero dar las gracias a todos los estudiantes y a todos los padres por estar aquí apoyándonos.